and the beers in the air.
Welcome ladies and gentlemen to another farming guide. Today I'm going to be showing you a guide on probably one of the more harder legendary duelists we've had to farm, Inglorious Bastion. So there's two key things to note with Inglorious Bastion. The first, he doesn't actually have any relevant backline that you have to worry about, so you don't have to run anything like AMA or Haterunde. And secondly, his main source of removal is all monster effects, and they're all returning cards to your hand or deck, not destruction. So because of this guy's actually really difficult to farm. There's only really been one deck that I've found so far that's been consistent and reliable, and that is a Paleozoic deck with a Gravekeeper's Vassal finisher. By the way, shoutouts to a guy named Andy in the Duel Links Meta Discord for the original deck idea, because this shit was actually hurting my brain. So the main aim of this deck is simple. You want to delay the game as long as possible by making your opponent's board as useless as possible, so you can draw as many cards as you like, and then just OTK your opponent. So there are two reasons this deck works. The first, Paleozoics aren't actually affected by your opponent's monster effects, so your opponent can't actually just remove your monsters. And secondly, your opponent doesn't actually activate Red Ogre's effect on your backline cards, so you can just have a full row of backline and your opponent won't remove them for some reason. There are four main delay cards you'll be using: Paleozoic Canadia, Floodgate Trap Hole, Curse of Anubis, and Wall Disruption. So I'm sure you guys know already what these cards do, so I'm not going to go through them, but I am going to say, make sure when using Floodgate, you use it scarcely, same with Wall Disruption, as these are the only two permanent effects that you have, so normally you want to use them scarcely when your opponent has already used his tribute summons, or use them on the tribute summoned monsters. Also, watch out for Gazoki in your opponent's deck. Sometimes you want to Floodgate this card because Gazoki just continuously mills out his deck, and will make sure he mills out before you get to draw your entire deck. So normally you want to Floodgate that. Your deck has two ways to cycle through it: Paleozoic Pikaia and Paleozoic Marrella. Pikaia's effect is fairly simple. You activate it, discard one Paleozoic card from your hand, draw two cards. Marrella, when you activate it, allows you to send one trap card from your deck to the graveyard. Keep in mind that just like all Paleozoic cards, these cards do have the added effect of once per chain when a trap card is activated, you can special summon them to the board to be a 1200 attack, 0 defense, water aqua type monster that is unaffected by monster effects. Alright, so now I'll go through the actual combo. So basically, once you think you've made your opponent's board as useless as you can possibly make it, and you think he's gone through all of his powerful attack cards, you just want to activate your Wetlands and special summon two Paleozoic monsters to the board. Both of your monsters will want to have 2400 or more attack. Combine this with a simple Gravekeeper's Vassal combo of summon the Gravekeeper's Vassal, activate Secret Past's Treasure on your Vassal so it can attack your opponent directly, activate Union Attack twice on Gravekeeper's Vassal, so both the 2400 attack monsters attack will be added to Gravekeeper's Vassal twice. You'll have over 10,000 damage and be able to swing at your opponent to gain a ton of duel assessment points. Alright guys, that's basically it for the talking part of this video. The rest of this video will just be a couple of gameplays showing this deck in action. If you liked this guide or you want to have more deck guides like this in the future, make sure to leave a like, comment if you got any questions, subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.
Hey, big brother, can I watch SpongeBob?
Shut up, Mokuba. I'm busy flagging YouTube videos to compensate for the fact that I have an extremely small penis.
Oh.